So I used to work at an insane asylum, and my job was to ask the patients questions just to see if they were ready to be released so they can return to normal life. Well, anyways, I asked this one patient one simple question. I said, "What would happen if I were to cut off your left ear?" And he responded by saying, "Well, ma'am, I suppose my hearing would be much worse." Now, I was so impressed with his answer, I asked him another question. I said, "And if I were to cut off both your ears?" He looked at me and then he said, "Well, ma'am, then my vision would be totally gone." At that point, I just sadly shook my head and I told him to return to his ward. Well, anyways, a year passed and I decided to re interview him. Now, this time I asked him, "If I cut off your right ear, what would happen?" And of course, he responded with, "My hearing would get worse." Then I said, "And if I cut off the left?" He looked me in my face and said, "Then my vision would be totally gone." And I said, "Back to the ward with you." And year after year, the man and I met, and I asked him the same questions, and he gave me the same answers. Until one day, curiosity took over me. So I just asked the man, I said, "Why are you like this? You know why we are here, and you know if you tell me what I want to hear, you'll be free to go. So why do you insist that your ears have anything to do with your vision?" He looked at me, and then he said, "Very simple, ma'am. See, if you cut off both my ears, then my hat will fall down and cover my eyes."